Hello, my name is Dr. Jaffna, and this video is about how to study. Everybody says how to study smart, but this is going a little bit different. Like how to study smart in a way that without really memorizing a lot of formulas. How to do that. So this is one of the thing people have been trying to change the curriculum, trying to help the kids, but still it's an issue. Okay, if you go and look at nowadays, most of the textbooks, they use technology and they call this discovery math or discovery physics or discovery something, like they really experiment something and find something on their own. So that's the whole idea. So they introduce this technology and they are making the kids to get excited and find something, and so then they will focus on studies. But lots of things in many schools system, it failed. And I know, like in Canada, Ontario, they tried this discovery math. Then the governor has to come and or the premier here, they had to come and cancel the whole curriculum. It went for a couple of years something, and student grade went down, and so they had to cancel. So the thing is, the truth really lie between the old traditional math or the old traditional way of teaching and the new discovery or the technology introduced this thing. So it's somewhere in between. So what's the problem? Why is failing? So the technology make things exciting to the kids because they live with this iPhone or Android. They know how to do lots of stuff than the adult. How come this technology introduction failed? This is my take. So this is what I found. Most of this curriculum developed by people by the technology. This is the problem we have. The people know technology, they don't know the subject. The people know subject, they don't know the technology. So whenever in between they write these things, it never works. So that's the main problem. It doesn't work. So we need to do something, like we need to have people, they know subject and they know technology. So those are the people that write this curriculum. Then they should be able to write something working. Otherwise, or maybe something like, let's say some consultant, he comes and write this thing. He never taught in high school, or he never even taught to his kids. And how could that going to work for the kids? Because you need to understand exactly what the kids need. So it's like always the famous say, I think like Amazon guy, Jeff Bezos, he say what? You need to, because whenever they interview people, they want to know this, the candidate, he should understand what the customer need. That's what he's supposed to design, So always you need to design your system that meet the customer need, not the other way around. So you design the system and give it to them. Oh, customer, or maybe a client, you should learn our system. No, the business doesn't go away. Business has its own way of doing things. You should go and write the code for make the business work, not the other way around. Your software, they had to change the way they do business, day-to-day life. So that's a problem. Anyway, I'm going to come back. So I'm going to have a couple of these videos. I'm going to put it there, and I know it's going to be like a lot of stuff they try in the books. So this is the problem. The kids memorize too many formulas. Yes, you had to memorize up to a certain level, but you don't have to memorize that much. This is too much, So it's like, for example, let's say this series. We have this arithmetic progression or arithmetic series, and you have several formulas. First of all, when you arithmetic series, that means you start with number then the next, so it's like for example, you can say 2, 4, 6, 8, all the even numbers, they are in arithmetic progression. Like you first number you add 2 to that, you get the next number, so the next number you add the 2 to that, so you will get the next. So that's a pattern. So this pattern you give it to the kids, then after that ask them if the first number is a, and let's say the common difference mean the difference between the nth term and n minus 1 term, or the previous term, like the next term to this one. So if the first term is a, the common difference is d, what is going to be the next term? Second term is going to be a plus d. The student should be able to figure out. Then how about the third term is going to be a plus 2d, and you ask him, okay, so you said what? First term is a, second is a plus d, the third one is a plus 2d, and third one is a plus 2d. So ask him what is going to be the seventh term. So you just skip something in between. So he should be able to figure out third term was a plus 2d, seventh term should be what? A plus 6d, one less than that, what's the number of the term is. So these kind of patterns are easy. I don't think these are hard. Okay. So once the student knows this pattern, he started writing this thing. Then ask him, okay, let's say we want to add n of these numbers. So show them that pattern. This is the normal one. We show them, maybe like you start with the 2, 4, 6, and 2, 4 plus 4 plus, like let's say 10 something. And so let's say this is what. Ask them, okay, write s equal to 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. Then write other way around, like you start from, instead of putting 2 as the first term, put 10. So you have a 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2. So now it's the same s, because you just switch the terms. So now you ask them to add these two terms. So first you have s, start with the 2, other one the same s, start with the 10. So you have a 2 and the 10, 12. So the next term is what? 4 on the first one, and the second one is what? 8. 4 plus 8 is for 12. So they see a pattern here. So when you add the first two terms, like you just put them like a column, So first one is 12, the next one, so it was what? 2 and 10, 12, then 4 and 8 is 12. They see a pattern. So 12, 12, 12, how many times? So they need to figure out exactly how many times. So then they understand some kind of pattern going on. They'll figure out the formula. Then, now give them the abstractions. Give s equal to a plus, the next terms are a plus d, the next term is a plus 2d, and you have n term a plus n minus 1 into d. Then do the same technique, flip them around. So instead of a, here the next one you say a plus n minus 1d. So a and the a plus n minus 1 into d, when you add them, you're going to be at 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So look at the next term, the second one and the second term in the other s. So they see a pattern. So there are n terms, so you multiply n time. So it was what? 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this will help them to understand, So this is the way it's supposed to be taught. And so this way they don't have to memorize too many formulas. So here you have one formula is, what is the nth term in arithmetic progression? It is a plus n minus 1 into d. The students should be able to figure out on their own. They don't have to memorize. If they know how this pattern works, they should be able. So it shouldn't be hard. Then what? The sum of n term of arithmetic progression is what? N by 2 time a plus L. L is the last term, first term, the last. So if you remember this formula, you can use the same formula. You don't need another formula for the sum of n term in arithmetic progression. So the other formula is n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 and d. So the L is going to be what? Nth term. So you already have a plus n minus d. So you just add 2 together, you get what? 2a plus n minus 1 and d. You already have n over n divided by 2 is there. So this is the way you're supposed to teach them, don't let them memorize too many formulas. So I have a lot of approach, and I'm going to have a lot of lectures about these formulas, what formula you should remember, what formula you shouldn't, things like that. So you can derive a lot of formula you can derive from other formula. So you want to memorize minimum number of formula than memorizing all the formulas. That's unnecessary. Okay, so this is what my lectures are going to be, and I'll put a lot of lectures, so you can watch in my YouTube channel. Thank you.